got a new mic cable, but I don't entirely trust it. The weather, though, is going to be very lovely out there. Got the hat on to kind of commemorate that. It is 58 degrees. Sunset is at 6:13. And if you can tell by looking at my phone that's not properly exposed, we got a lovely week coming in of partly cloudy to rainy conditions up here. I can't wait, genuinely. Love the weather, love the changing seasons, and also I got news, so it's like a win-win-win kind of day. We'll crack into that real quick, but first I want to give a quick shout out to the sponsors, the members of the channel, the Bronco Buddies. Their lovely names are right here. For just one low rate a month, you get to support me, the channel, the videos I put out. You get access to exclusive videos, Q&A stuff, the special shout out, early access to other videos. I have a Christmas letter list that I'm going to be putting together. So if you're a member on the channel, and if you want to get a heartwarming and personalized Christmas letter from me, I will be typing them out in the coming months here up to the holiday season there. You don't have to celebrate Christmas to get a letter, but if you know you do and you want a letter, then more power to you. If you don't and you still want a letter, more power to you. It's more of a commemorative thing. But anyway, I digress. Thank you again to the members of the channel. Appreciate your support. You can also support the channel just by liking the video, subscribing as well, and appreciate that as well. Every little bit helps. Take a quick look at the week that was. I put a lot of content out last week, notably highlights being the podcast that I put out for good beginner film cameras. You can check that out here. It's kind of an idea to answer a very specific question I got on another video, and I thought it was a really good comment, and I wanted to address it in a little bit more than just like me typing out the reply on my phone. I also did kind of a hodgepodge version of my expired film problem collection video. Like I said, in that video, I don't know what happened, because basically the whole original video, I think it was like hour to 2 hours, like hour and a half to 2 hours, and one of the audio clips got corrupted, unusable, and I think I deleted one of the video files or something of that sort, so it just kind of was unusable. Tried to record another version, it looked like dog water, so that's the version that you guys got. Again, if you want to see more of me going through my collection, I am kind of teasing the idea of doing a live stream to finish out the collection, to finish out my database, and the hope is with that database, as I shoot with those different expired films and kind of catalog conditions I shot it in, how long it was expired for and where it was stored, more general idea of the quality or lack thereof in expired film. So we'll see how that goes. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not buy expired film. I looked at prices the other day and it's just like, there's a guy somewhere on eBay, or a lady, I think it's a guy because I think I bought from him before, but camera's not film, but he's selling 3 rolls of Kodachrome for $39. And listen, there is allegedly someone out there that can develop Kodachrome in color. $39 for 3 rolls of film that you can't really develop, and the quality is limiting. It's just like 5 rolls of Pro Image is less money. And it's not the best film in the world, but it's 5 rolls of fresh color film. Buy that instead. Don't buy expired film. Like, just the deals out there are not that good. And the problem, I've talked about this before, this video isn't meant to be about expired film, but the idea behind expired film is that it's not a market which is being fueled. It's the same thing with the used film camera market. The film cameras that are out there, the film that's out there is what's there. Like, there's no new expired film coming out. Film is expiring, but at a very slow rate, so the market's not increasing at all in size. Thus, the value of the items by virtue of their limited quality or limited quantity is rising, but the value of the item itself, the intrinsic value of the film, is decreasing because it's expired. It doesn't get better with time, and unlike a film camera, it's not something that you can actually, you know, work on, not something you can preserve necessarily. And like, yes, you can store it in the fridge or the freezer and blah, 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 blah. You can do those things, but There's no telling if the person you're buying it from did that. There's no telling if the person you bought it from is the original owner of the film. There's so many variables that go into it. It's just not worth it. Buy fresh film, please. The only reason that I have as much expired film as I do is because I used to get it for free. And that kind of skirted me down a little bit of a rabbit hole. When people were buying like nice cameras for low rates, I was buying shit film for low rates. And then the market completely shifted. Film camera prices shot up a lot. Expired film prices shot up a lot. And I've not really bought much expired film since. So please heed my words. Don't buy expired film. Thank you. That, I didn't mean to make that piece as like a, like you could be like me. Don't be like me. I feel like this channel is a testament to my poor life decisions. Every time I get on here and record, I'm just like, hey, learn from my mistakes, please. Don't repair cameras, it's not worth it. Don't shoot film, it's too expensive. Don't buy expired film, it's not worth it. Like, anyway. Thank you all for watching. That's not the totality of the news. I actually do have news to go over. That's kind of exciting. It pertains kind of to me, kind of maybe to those watching. This is a press release from Kodak. Neon and Kodak launch analog short film contest in partnership with Anora filmmakers Sean Baker and Drew Daniels. I will link the press release down below if you want to read that yourself. Anora is a film. It's a film that's coming out. Or that is out. I actually don't know. And apparently it was shot on film and distributed by Neon. They've done a lot of stuff, right? List of Neon films. Oh, Neon did this film called The Bad Batch. It has one of the best trailers of all time, in my opinion. The movie's terrible, but it has Jason Momoa as a cannibal, and Suki Waterhouse is in there. And my girlfriend had some friends over, and they were like, oh, I saw Suki in concert or whatever. I didn't know that she was a music artist. I told them about the Bad Batch movie. They didn't believe me. Swear to God it was real, and Neon released it, produced it, whatever. They also did I, Tonya. Oh, they did Parasite. Yeah, Neon produced Parasite, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Ooh, they did Pig too. Neon produced or released Pig, which is one of my favorite movies. A lot of other stuff. They're kind of like in that sub A24, like above Blumhouse in terms of, I think, their quality of output. Oh, they did Infinity Pool. That's good too. Did they do the X ones, or am I just making that up? I guess I'm just making that up. What I would say is that Neon is like a little bit below A24 in terms of quality of output, but above Blumhouse in terms of quality of output, somewhere in that region. They produce a lot of good films and stuff like that. So they produced this film called Anora, which apparently did fairly well. And then the filmmakers of that and Kodak partnered up to do a film contest or whatever. So I'll read through it and then I'll have an opinion. So cool. As part of Neon and Kodak's ongoing commitment to support independent filmmaking and fresh creative voices, they are launching an analog short film contest in collaboration with acclaimed writer and director Sean Baker, cinematographer Drew Daniels. Baker's Palme d'Or winning Anora, starring Mickey Madison, shot on Kodak 35mm by Daniels, will be open in theaters beginning October 18th. The Anora X Kodak contest will offer 10 filmmakers the opportunity to create a short film on Kodak Super 8 or 16mm film, coupled with mentorship, in-kind product, and services from iconic filmmakers, blah, 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 blah. The 10 finished short films, each running 8 minutes or less, will premiere at a special screening event hosted by Neon and Kodak in early 2025. With the theme Tell Us Your Love Story inspired by Anora's romantic comedy drama, the contest invites US-based filmmakers of all levels, from students to seasoned professionals, to tell us how they would craft their own love stories on analog film. The idea is you put a pitch together. How would you tell a love story and use film to do so? So that's kind of cool. It looks like the submission period closes on October 31st. So from the 16th to the 31st, it's a bit of a crushing time frame there. Filmmakers who have been selected will be notified by December 4th, with production beginning thereafter. For whatever reason you are watching this and you're like, man, I really want to make a film and I want to shoot it on film because I hate having money, as I do. There is a link here. So if you want to direct a film or whatever, throw your name in the hat. Again, I'll put the link down below if you want to check that out. If you don't, you watched this video and you heard my rant about expired film and you heard this message, and I appreciate you for that. In other news, kind of related to motion picture film, I was scrolling the interwebs the other day and I noticed that Fomapan now has black and white Cine film on sale at Freestyle Photo. I don't know how long it's been up there. Honestly, I'm not super up to date with that, but the fact that it's on sale is kind of nice because we have Kodak and Orwo, and I think that's about it for black and white motion picture film. And I don't necessarily know what the Fomapan stuff is, if it's just like their thing made into, I don't know. I've not really looked into it too far. All I know is that single perf is $59.99, which is about right for 100-foot spool of 16mm film. I think Tri-X is like $52.99 or something of that sort. I don't know what the price of Orwo is, but I'm sure it's kind of in that same area there. But Freestyle ships incredibly fast, regardless of where in the country you are. It's super easy to get stuff from them. I've had nothing but positive experiences with them. Or double perf, 16mm film, so perforations running on either side, meaning you can get a little bit less of a thing to shoot on. That's $29.99, which is kind of a steal if you have a camera that shoots double perf. I don't really know the exact specifications. I think my Scoop-It can do both. I'm not entirely sure. I think I've shot double perf through it and it's been fine. But anyway, it's a little bit less image quality. I think the idea behind that was if you're running sound or something like that, I might make a 16mm video in the future. But for all intents and purposes, $29.99 for a 100-foot roll of film is not bad. Speaking of deals, discounts, all this other stuff, KEH has their fall sale going on, 15% off certain items and stuff. So check them out if you want to. I was going to elaborate, but I think that that's satisfactory. Next week, unless of course there is some grander news, I have a very special topic I would like to be discussing with you guys, and I will be doing that next week. Anyway, random bits of content coming up this week. Remember, if you want to support me, join the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. And if you want to, for whatever reason, see a live stream of me going through more of my expired film collection, comment that down below, because there would be nothing in this world I would love to do more on my limited free time than find things to talk about while I go through all of my film. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Appreciate it as always. Like the video if you enjoyed it, all that good stuff. We already talked about it. Comment down below if there's anything in specific you would like to see, anything in particular, I mean not in specific. And let me know what you think about the Kodak news. I think it's pretty cool. Being that I'm trying to make films, I will probably be submitting at least something. Just throw my hat in the ring there. I need to get a haircut. Yeah, let me know if you are going to try to as well. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate it as always. Also, real quick, I loaded that film, the Fujifilm, in the LX on Friday, and I already shot through the roll. So, love that camera. All right, I need to be done.